No one can do it better. No one can do it better.
Alright, welcome back to the world is the Ghetto Entertainment. Today I bring to you a new video. Check this out. Today's video is going to be a different type of video. Today's going to be a little story type of video. It's about a hood story, so y'all go check out his channel. Salute to him. You know, he got that little creepy, little dark little voice. You know, we're going to check this video out right now. But, you know, the title of the video is going to be called 17 Bodies to His Name, The Story of Heron, Death Row, Leaders Park, Piru. You know, just a little first 17 bodies to his name caught my eye, and I thought it would be a little interesting, you know, to react to it, you know, something a little different for you guys, you know, so y'all could check this video out, you know, like, subscribe, you know, comment down below if y'all want to see me do more videos like this, or if y'all want me to stay with that drama, or y'all want me to stay with reacting to the other stuff. Yeah, we're just gonna get straight into this video. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, hit that bell notification on, you know, whenever I post a video, y'all get notified. And, you know, comment down below what other videos y'all want me to react to. Other than that, let's get straight into the video.
Welcome to Hood War Stories. In this episode, I'll be discussing the life of Heron. Aaron Verdell Palmer was born on October 8th, 1962, in Compton, California. Heron, also known as Goldie or Smokey Robinson's son because of him being light-skinned with green eyes, grew up on the east side of Compton and lived in what is now my Piru territory. Standing at 5'9" and athletically built, Heron was always a ladies' man. He was known for stealing dudes' girls and beating up the guy after. In late 1970,
he'll steal your girl and then beat you up after.
He was known for stealing dudes' girls and beating up the guy after. In late 1978, he went to CYA for an armed robbery. By the time he was released, he came back even more swole. Heron was thugging in the streets way before Crip and Blood gangbanging came into full effect. He was a loud talker, but everything he said he could back up. He developed a reputation as crazy wild in the streets of Compton. When he wasn't in and out of jail, Heron was robbing and selling drugs to hustle up cash flow. He didn't mind getting his hands dirty. In the 80s, Heron was described as a beast in Compton, a guy that would knock you out and didn't hesitate to pull the trigger.
I mean, you could just tell by the photo. That man got some muscles, and I ain't trying to glaze him or anything, cause, you know, that's not what I'm gonna do, but goddamn, they're big.
By the late 80s, he's alleged to have committed multiple murders, but his rage wasn't structured until he got... By the late 80s, he's alleged to have committed multiple murders, but his rage wasn't structured until he got with Suge and Death Row. Suge's Death Row Records allegedly started with $1.5 million in drug money, most of which came from cocaine boss Michael Harris and his wife Lydia. Death Row would earn hundreds of millions of dollars with this list of artists that included Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and for a brief limit that surprised many.
I mean, Suge Knight was getting paid. We all know that. He got all the superstars lined up. From Dr. Dre, Tupac, Snoop Dogg. You knew he had a whole lineup. And they all, you know, selling diamond records, gold records, platinum. He was getting paid back then, you know, and now he in jail. That's crazy to think about. It's crazy to think about how you were on top of the world. At one point, you were getting all this money, women, probably like the hoes, everyone you wanted. You get anything you wanted, and everything just started crashing down, you know. You now in jail. You got nothing. You know, I believe he got 25, 15 years. I don't know. Y'all can comment down below what he got, but it's just crazy how things can change so fast, you know, because he was probably the most famous person in the world at one point. Maybe at just one point, he was real famous, because, you know, he had Tupac and Dr. Dre on there. He had a lot of people. He owned Death Row, you know. He was at the top of the world, and everything came crashing down, and now he in jail. It's crazy how things can change.
Many, MC Hammer, Dre, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and for a brief limit that surprised many, MC Hammer. Heron would go on to be a key component in the Death Row era. His job description was security detail, but that was just a cover-up. Those close knew that Heron was one of the goons that was part of the muscle of Death Row. He was murder for hire. Heron used to call himself Mr. 17 and brag about having 17 bodies under his belt. He preferred to catch...
Damn, so Mr. 17... he got that name because yo 17 people. God damn. I mean, there be some serial killers that be from the, you know, the hood, and people don't look at them like that because they're from the hood and they don't think they're serial killers, but they be some serial killers. You know, just look at King Von. I believe that he said they had about like 20 bodies. You know, I could be wrong. Comment down below. Yeah, I believe he said they had record of him. You know, evidence of him killing 20 people. You know, and that's just crazy. That's some serial killer. I don't even think Jeffrey Dahmer killed said 20 people. That's some crazy stuff.
Just targets off guard and spray up their vehicles while they were inside. In one instance, Heron was involved in a car-to-car shooting with Crips on Alondra Boulevard. Bullets riddled the Crips' car, causing them to crash into a pole. Only one person in that car survived. But the violence was just one side to Heron. To his family and friends, he was very loyal and always looked out. Heron was a loved member of Death Row and his set. While he was officially from Ludus Park Piru, he was an extremely close affiliate of Mob Piru, which is basically a branch off of Ludus Park. Both sets claimed him. During his time at Death Row, he got exposed to various people in the industry. He dated Left Eye from TLC for a while. He also did a voiceover of Snoop Dogg's Murder Was the Case, and also a skit on the Lady of Rage's album. Heron was very fond and close to Tupac. One day, Pac was riding with Heron and they went to the store, and some Crips were bothering Tupac, asking him where he was from. Tupac stood his ground and banged Mob Piru. Heron then emerges out of the store and causes the Crips to run and leave in their car. Tupac would mention Heron's name in a few songs, most notably in To Live and Die in LA, where he gave a brief roll call to the members he really rocked with. When Tupac ran up and punched Orlando Anderson at the MGM Grand Casino, Heron was right there to assist with the beatdown. But Tupac initiating the stomp down on Orlando was 100% the wrong move. Orlando Baby Lane Anderson was a no.
Damn, so he giving us information I didn't even know. He was there every occasion. He made them boys run. Man, hey, people already knew. People already knew don't mess with Heron. He got that juice. People would put it. It's crazy. I ain't know this.
Known hitter for the Southside Compton Crips. At the time, he was being investigated for multiple murders, including Damon Long, who Orlando allegedly killed in 1995, and the murder of Elbert Webb Jr., who Orlando allegedly killed at a party on Kemp Street in 1996. So it wasn't a surprise that Baby Lane struck back that same night. Tupac was shot 4 times, and Heron was the only person from Mob to go to the hospital and stay with Tupac after he got hit, while everyone else partied the night away at Club 662. When Tupac died 6 days later, Heron took it especially hard, and he definitely wanted revenge.
That's crazy. You got other people partying at the 662. He was the only one that stayed there. That's some real stuff right there. You know, that's the type of person you want to keep around you, because you know they real. They ain't trying to go party. You know, they gonna stay by your side because you know they really care about you, and that's a real friend, or that's a real homie, whatever you want to say. But
Tupac died 6 days later. Heron took it especially hard, and he definitely wanted revenge. After Tupac's death, Heron and Napoleon became close. Heron would take Napoleon and show him around the city. At that time, Napoleon was fascinated by Compton and the surrounding areas. Heron had close ties to Inglewood. One day, Risky, who was the album cover artist for Tupac and the Outlaws, called Heron saying that he was in trouble with some Crips. Heron and Napoleon then sped from the valley to the location and hopped out on the Crips with guns. When the Crips saw Heron, they immediately didn't want any problems. In Heron's final days, things with Death Row were a bit shaky. He allegedly wasn't getting paid by Suge, but Heron was still loyal nonetheless. Death Row associates began turning on each other. George E. Williams and Heron, who were both from Death Row and the same gang, eventually had their own falling out, which came to a head on June 1st, 1997. On that Sunday, a Death Row and Piru picnic was being held at Gonzalez Park in Compton. Shortly before, George Williams had been telling people that Heron shot him and tried to kill him. Heron was playing football at the park when he got a beep on his pager, so he left. One witness saw Poochie, Roderick, George, and his girlfriend Woozy, who was dressed as a man that day, follow Heron as he left the park. While he was stopping, who was dressed as a man that day, Poochie, Roderick, George, and his girlfriend Woozy, who was dressed as a man that day.
She was dressed as a man, so they really wanted to get. Some straight out some movie shit.
Poochie, Roderick, George, and his girlfriend Woozy, who was dressed as a man that day, follow Heron as he left the park. While he was stopped at a red light and blocked by traffic, Woozy and Roderick jump at the main intersection armed with automatic weapons and open fire. Bullets struck Heron 13 times. He died at the scene. The bold action occurred in broad daylight in front of numerous witnesses, including a fire department truck who was 2 cars behind. Only Roderick was convicted of Heron's murder, but many say Woozie, George's girlfriend, was allegedly behind the fatal shots. Heron is survived by his children and family. Fast forward to January 19th, 2014. Heron's son Christopher was on his way home from high school track practice when he was caught in the middle of a shootout between 2 Mexican gangs that were at war. A stray bullet struck Christopher in the head. When police arrived, they found Christopher lying in the grass in front of a residence. He was on life support for 3 days before they pulled the plug. He was 17 years old. Heron's legacy will be remembered as a true friend whose loyalty was never questioned.
Hey man, it's like that saying, you know? You live by the gun, you gonna die by the gun. That's just the way of the game. But comment down below if y'all really enjoy this video, and if y'all want to see me react to more of these stories, hood stories, you know, leave it down in the comments down below. But you know, this is just a crazy story. You know, it was short, but it was crazy. So salute to Hood Stories for doing this thing on this. You know, you got that freak little voice, but you know. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe button, comment down below what other videos y'all want me to react to. And you know, I did change my profile picture, so if y'all fuck with it, hit that like button. But other than that, it's the World is a Ghetto Entertainment, and I'm out.